Junhui breaking off in frame 7. Incredibly, he's won the previous 6. Judd Trump yet to trouble the scorers in this semi-final. And yet again, a very ordinary break-off, but he's got away with it.
He has got away with it. In fact, it's trouble, because that red coming down the table, Trump's got to be very careful he doesn't leave that red on. And he's pushed reds over corners of the pocket. He needs to get the cover, and I don't think he has. Can Ding get to this red over the right corner?
Trump has looked thoroughly jaded today. He's never settled at any stage. Had a chance to win the second frame, and his failure to take that chance has proved extremely costly.
I think he can get it. Well, Trump gets a chance, and the balls are nice. Although the first red looks easy, but it's not.
It's certainly the best chance he's had for several frames.
Oh, this isn't good.
1.
Not too bad for a right-handed player. May play this right-handed.
Can he find a spark from somewhere?
8.
Would be a monumental comeback from here. But the first thing to do is just
9.
establish a bit of rhythm and regain some confidence.
Well, that's what he needs, some confidence. He's had enough rest. Sat down watching Ding Junhui. So
17.
I expect if he wins this frame, he'll get a tremendous cheer. He's got a lot of supporters in China. That didn't go according to plan, though.
He has, and apart from anything else, of course, this crowd want to see a match. They want to see a contest. At the moment, it isn't one.
Well, applause for putting that red and forcing the cue ball through that cluster, but this isn't a gimmick. Nicely played, because that was missable with things that have happened.
33.
Well, all Trump can do now is win this frame and win the last of the session and produce something inspirational tonight.
40.
Well, the red to the middle.
41.
Just as easy. But got maximum in his mind.
Well, that would be ironic, wouldn't it? Having failed to make a break of any significance in the 6 frames that have gone,
48.
he would make a 147 here. He wouldn't put it past
49.
him. £5,000 on offer for anyone who can make the maximum. After Alfie Burden made one in the previous tournament, the English Open. It's been brief, just an hour and a half.
56.
Well, that cannon didn't go according to plan either. But he's got to get the long stuff out, surely, and take this red on to the left corner. He can hold for the black off 2 cushions or just directly screw across for the black. He doesn't like it, and he's going to have to play it with the spider. Doesn't look like he needs the spider from there.
Well, that's the maths.
Well, this is awkward.
Still lose this frame. Well played. That was very tricky with the spider. Queuing down on the cue ball, that can often go wrong.
Not ideally on the black either, he's a little straight. But nicely on the reds to the middle.
64.
Well, you have to give Trump some credit for this. It was a good opportunity, but given how he's struggled so far in this semi-final, to come up with a frame-winning break, which this looks likely to be now.
72.
Yeah, just needs the red, and then he can concentrate on that maximum.
73.
There's no doubt he'll be thinking about it.
No, he's not ideally on the red to get to the black.
8.
May have to come in and out of balk. And disappointed, going to have to take the pink. But at least he's broke his duck. He's won a frame.
Here come 81 and front.
No maximum break, but 81 from Judd Trump as he belatedly comes to the party. Is it too little too late? Probably. But at least he has a frame on the board. He'll feel better about that. There's one more in this session. Ding leading 6-1. At last, a frame on the board for Judd Trump. A break of 81, which might have been a maximum before he ran out of position. But the most important thing is that he has a frame, but he's still got an awful lot to do. 6-1 Ding. This the final frame of our first session. The evening session in China coming up later. Of course, you'll enjoy that with us here on Eurosport 1. The question is how many frames will be needed. Ding, at the moment, requires just 3 for victory. Trump requires a minor miracle. But if he can win this frame...
Hello.
And a fluke will certainly help his cause. Then who knows? 6-2, certainly a tall order, but not an impossible task. 7-1, I don't think so.
Yes, and this black, very difficult, so close to it. Difficult to judge the angle, and he's missed it.
Trump 1.
Wow. All of a sudden, Ding Junhui's feeling under pressure. He's 6-1 up. It's a funny old game, isn't it? You see a guy knocking a big break and then all of a sudden changes the whole tone of the match. Didn't leave anything. Great pot.
1.
Now, into that pack of reds and hope for some luck. Hasn't finished yet. He's going to be on one.
8.
Reds didn't split as well as he wanted, but
9.
good enough.
$16. 17. 24. 25. 30. 31. 38. 39. 46. 47. 52. 53.
Well, Judd Trump took an awful long time to get going in this opening session, but he has belatedly come to the party. And if he can finish the job here, which he should do now in this 8th frame, he's given himself some sort of chance on the resumption later on.
Yeah, it's been a good response, this, hasn't it? But it was down to Junhui missing that red in the middle. And 6-2, he'll think that he's got half a chance.
68. 69.
Could have had a maximum in the last frame. One frame at one visit in this frame.
Well, Ding would certainly have taken 6-2 at the outset, of course he would. But having led 6-0, he might be a little bit disappointed that the lead isn't even more commanding as it is. We might still have a match on our hands later.
77.
Ding is the hot favourite, but you never know with Trump. He's such an inspirational player. I remember he was miles behind against Ronnie O'Sullivan, wasn't he, in the UK Championship final, and forced a decider.
82.
Put together a 5-6 frame burst out of nowhere, so he's capable.
83.
If he can come back feeling fresh tonight, have a couple of hours rest and relaxation perhaps, bit of practice as well, who knows what might occur.
No.
He's going to need that Red closest to the cushion to make a century. He's 12th of the tournament, if he can do it. No.
No century, but that doesn't matter. The most important thing is that Trump has done what he absolutely had to do, win the final 2 frames of the session, having lost the first 6. And 6-2, an awful lot better than 6-0. But Ding Junhui will be the man who is much the happier. He's in a commanding position when they resume later. He just needs 3 more for a place in the final.